Welcome to This Week's Okay at Work with myself, Sarah Sawyer, my colleague, Russell Berger, both attorneys at Offit Kurman. And today we are talking about business relationships, namely when folks get together in a business partnership or some type of joint venture in business together. Just like any other type of relationship in life, it is a relationship, it's a business relationship, but usually there's a lot of also personal elements to it, especially when you think of getting in together at the ground level and making a decision to partner instead of starting a business by yourself. And there's a lot of different ways to organize that and structure that. But obviously, as humans do, we get excited about things and maybe you decide, all right, I've got this skill set. This person I know has this skill set. Let's bring them together. We'll be way better together and be able to maximize our business potential by doing that. But that can come, as you've probably seen in some headlines with founder disputes or different issues that happen, that can come with some issues, just like any type of relationship. So, what are some things that business owners should be thinking about, either if they're in a relationship, a business relationship right now, or thinking about starting one, Russell?
Yeah, the first question, do I want to commit? Do I want to be in this business relationship? Does it bring value? Do we bring value to each other? That's a threshold question. And are we aligned on where we're headed? Are we aligned on how we're going to get there? Those are threshold questions for determining whether you should take on a partner or a co-owner. From there, you also have to then think about, what is our long-term plan? Do we see exit the same way? And that can be a tricky question when you think we're going to start this business and our plan is to run it for the next 20 years and we'll worry about exit much further down the road. But you want to have some framework for at least having that discussion when it gets closer. Again, first question is, do I really want to partner with this person? Are they the right person for me from a business standpoint? Do they fill in the gaps? Do they help make this business better? Is there a creative value to us being partnered together? If so, are we then aligned? Do we have the same targets? Are we moving in the same direction? And are we going to get along with each other on the way there? Because if we're not, the business isn't going to work. And if you need hierarchy in a business, that's fine. You can do that. And maybe that's how you adjust the partnership to reflect that. And there's clear control. But all these things then ultimately lead to, if you do take on a partner, you got to have rules of engagement. And whether that's a buy sell, an operating agreement, stockholder agreement, there's got to be some constitution for how you're going to act in your relationship and what's going to happen when you disagree and how you're going to work through those processes. Otherwise, you just end up in larger fights down the road.
Yeah, I think it's a good practice to think about if this business is as successful as we hope it's going to be. To your point, Russell, hopefully it's going to live a long life and things might change for both of the owners, or if there's multiple, more than two, whoever is involved. Really, the human element of it is people change, their lives change, things about their lives change, what they're prioritizing, what they care about. Also, what the vision is for the business might change. If you're trying to serve a certain customer, but then we get further into the business and one partner wants to really serve cats and another one wants to serve dogs, a vet's office came to mind, then there could be a dispute about, I want the focus here, no, I want the focus there. Those things could really change very naturally and for no reason other than life just happening and the development of the business. You can't predict the future. And so if you picture, all right, this is going to be super successful, we're going to have lots of money to fight about, and this brand's going to be great, and this company's going to be great, and we're going to want to fight over this later. If there is a change, what will we do? What does that look like? What's fair? How do we plan ahead for that? Just anticipating that could happen.
Yeah. One additional point to add to that is when you think about starting a business and the entrepreneurial spirit, in my experience, people that are truly entrepreneurial are maybe not the best to be partnered because they, by definition, like they're hard charging, they have a vision, they want to aggressively pursue it, which is a wonderful, great thing and incredibly important. In taking on a partner, are you stifling that? Are you going to feel imprisoned or at least held back because of that partnership? Those are really important self-assessment questions that one should ask before taking on a partner and getting in business with someone.
Yeah, all great points. Well, thanks, Russell. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Sarah.